Football greetings, and we welcome you to the campus of Mills High School here in South Little Rock for Mills Comets football right here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson, and let me introduce tonight's crew. Tonight we on-site production is Terry Jordan, and on the roof on camera is the father and son duo of Jake and Cameron Couples. And, of course, as I said, alongside me making his debut on the headset tonight is, let me just introduce this guy real quick. He's a former Dollarway Cardinal and a current veteran quarterback for the Arkansas Punishers, and I'm very blessed and proud to call him my broadcast partner this season. It's the one and only Darius Robinson. D-Rob, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. It's an honor to be on the side of a great announcer as you, Trip, man. It's a blessing to be here. Man, what I can say, football is back, baby. Week 0, we are here. It's finally here. It's been a long summer, a long off season. I'm ready to see some football.
Isn't it great to say that football is finally back? I mean, Friday nights in Arkansas, there's something special about it. You hear, from people all over the country, high school football in California, Florida, Texas is big, but high school football in Arkansas is a bit of a hidden gem, I would say. It's kind of like Texas football, but on a little bit of a smaller scale, in my opinion. So I'm really, really excited to be here tonight, and we are here to see a new era in Comet football for the 2023 edition of Coach Cortez Lee's team. Now, you played for Coach Lee at Dollarway, so you kind of understand what he's going for in terms of coaching. And we were just down on the field checking out his team. They've got a lot of size. And when I met with Coach Lee on Tuesday, we asked him, what's the difference here because for this team compared to last year? Because obviously you had some talent there like Jabrae Shaw and QJ King no longer on the team. He told me there's more depth. They got more guys ready to play this year. And I think that's a really important thing for a football team to have, because you never know in a physical game like football, someone could go down. And then that could be someone else's time to shine. Like I think to a guy like Kurt Warner, like he was just kind of a guy who showed up basically playing arena football, got called up to the St. Louis Rams, and then he was the backup, and then he led the Rams to a Super Bowl. So you never know what kind of talent is sitting on the bench ready for their debut.
Yes, sir. So, I'm excited about this Mills coming team this year. As we talked to the offensive coordinator, he told me that he has a lot of weapons. He said this year everybody is counting them out, but he said he has a surprise. He said it's just a matter of when everybody was starting on about the Mills Comets again. He said they're going to be expected to put out a lot of numbers tonight. They got some key additions, had some key transfers come in. So I'm excited.
I am too. And, growing up, going to school at Heber Springs, Mills was in our conference for a few years, so I got to see the talent that Mills has produced over the years. And as I said last year, Mills has kind of been building an arsenal in terms of talent, and especially what we saw earlier, size. These kids are huge. And I think most notably, when the announcement came out that you and I were calling Mills, there was one common denominator that everybody brought up: Charleston Collins. This man is absolutely huge. University of Arkansas commit, 6'5". That is tall that's taller than both of us.
Oh, yes.
That's that's kind of scary to think about. He is a very big dude, very talented man as well. Very, very athletic. He's a defensive lineman, but he's not like a traditional defensive lineman. 10 years ago, he probably wouldn't be a defensive lineman at all. But now, it's all muscle instead of just mass that he's using to get to penetrate the line of scrimmage and get into the backfield.
So I had the chance to actually watch Mr. Charleston College last year because I attended some Mills games. He always been a big kid, and he has ball hands, and he's like his first step is amazing. So for this year, I'm really looking forward to see what type of offseason he had, what kind of moves he added to his repertoire. As we say now, I'm in my bag. So I'm trying to see what he pull out that bag tonight.
I love it. That's a great analogy too. And now the Mills High School JROTC color guard is about to take the field, and we will be right back. And that was our national anthem, and the colors were presented by the Mills High School Junior ROTC Color Guard as they are about to make their way off of the field as everyone remains standing. It was a very well done rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by the Mills High School Band, and we are just about to be underway as both teams are still in their locker rooms about to come onto the field. We got about 4 minutes on the clock here before kickoff, so we got a little bit more time to talk to you about our networks and this game coming up. One thing I'd like to mention is if you, your business, or if you yourself would just like to sponsor either the Mill Sports Network or our Natural State Sports family of networks, feel free to give me a call, 501-238-2756, and we'd love to work with you to join our family of Natural State Sports broadcasting networks. And still got some fans I see over there filing into the stadium, D-Rob, as a decent turnout for a pretty warm night tonight.
Yeah, well, as we know, we have to push the game back tonight to 8 o'clock because of the heat index. But I expect these Mill Comets fans to come in here rowdy and ready to see some football.
Oh, yes, and we were just down on the field during warm-ups, and it didn't feel too bad, honestly, outside.
Not at all.
And the temperature is supposed to gradually go down as the night progresses, down to the upper to mid 80s, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I was quite concerned this week because we saw a lot of meteorologists from Arkansas showing their concerns about the heat. And luckily, it seems that the big man upstairs is on our side. He must be a football fan because he wants these games to go down.
I also seen tonight, I looked at earlier in the week, AAA posted there'll also be like mandatory like hydration breaks in between the games. So like we gotta make sure we keep the athletes on both sides, even our referees, hydrated for tonight's game.
Absolutely, that is a very, very important thing to do, especially for football. And honestly, day to day, I've been drinking a whole bunch of like water and Gatorade, Powerade, all that sort of stuff, just to stay hydrated because this heat's been pretty tricky. And now the Mills Band is playing the alma mater as the Mills Comets are getting ready to take the field.
You want to know a secret? I was in a band.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was in a band. I played in percussion.
Honestly, I wanted to be in band. I don't think I was good enough. I've been told that I have good rhythm, quote unquote. I do not believe that at all. See, Terry's looking at me like, no, you do not. But I mean, hey, a lot of respect to everyone who's in band because they work almost as hard as the football players do out in the sun and band camp and all that sort of stuff. I know a lot of good friends who played in band, and honestly, they have a lot of fun out there, and it's really fun to watch. And what is he doing over there? Do we have any idea? I can't understand this man. Our guy Terry Jordan, our producer and engineer on site tonight. And we're about a minute away from our scheduled kickoff. And
let me ask you, Trill, what are you expecting tonight from the Mills Comets?
Well, I'm expecting a lot of physicality because obviously, as we were talking about earlier, the Comets have a lot of size on their side here. So probably they probably have a much bigger defensive line than the linemen over for Blytheville. So I expect it to be a very physical game, also a very offensive-heavy game as well, because I know we got guys like Achilles Ringo and his arsenal of offense ready to play tonight.
Listen, I'm glad you mentioned Mr. Achilles Ringo, as we call him, Turk. Let me tell you something about this guy right here. This man is a gunslinger. He finished number 2 in the state of Arkansas last year. Let me tell you, he had over 3,800 yards. He had a 66 completion rating. He had 30 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, but he also led the team in rushing touchdowns. He had 11 on the ground.
Wow, that is really, really impressive for a quarterback, no less. And now we see on the field at midfield our team captains for the Mills Comets. And see a couple guys down there. Dylan Parks is one of them. And
I see Dylan Parks. Caleb Sane.
And the other two guys just got half their jersey rolled up, so we can't see the numbers. So.
Charleston Collins. And Ryan White.
We gotta start recognizing Charleston just from his sheer size, because he is a tall man, tallest man on the roster, I believe, at 6'5". The only man that I'm seeing coming close is Krishan McGehee, 6'4". And Achilles Ringo is a 6'3" quarterback, which height is kind of an underrated and underappreciated thing when it comes to a quarterback. Because you gotta have some height in order to see over the offensive line, see your open guys.
The game is kind of transcending to the short quarterback, as I can say for myself. It do get tough sometimes, but like once you got big playmakers, you especially have playmakers on the outside, you have a good people around you that get the ball to, just let your playmaker do the rest of the work.
Absolutely, and we're still only seeing two guys from Blytheville on there, and that's their team captains. Number 10, Jontavius Johnson, and number 22, Ingram Battles. A junior and a senior out there for Blytheville. As we take you down to midfield for our coin toss. Normally we would have a field camera, but right now for our first game we're having Jake and Cameron up top to learn the ropes of running a camera, and I have a feeling that they are already getting the hang of it up there, because it's kind of an easy thing, especially for football. Now as we wait for the coin toss, once again, if you would like to have your business sponsor Natural State Sports or the Mill Sports Network, feel free to give me a call, 501-238-2756. We would love to have you join our Natural State Sports family of broadcasters. And looks like both teams are discussing kind of a rules and regulations down there at midfield, just so the officials let them know what they expect for today's game. And I expect it to be a very, very fun game, because obviously football is back. And I know everyone here is itching to get kickoff started. But business comes first. Now,
Blytheville has finally made their way to the field.
And yep, there they are lining up down at the end zone, as the rest of the Comets are on the other side of the end zone.
I must say, I like their sign they're going to run out of. Exit 3, Dixon Road Dynasty. They definitely have been building a dynasty the past couple of years under the Cortez Lee.
That is absolutely true. And Blytheville defers their choice to the second half. That means the Mills Comets will receive the kickoff to start the game.
Oh, yes, we about to see Mr. Ringo go to work early.
Absolutely, and we're about set to be underway here in South Little Rock. And that is a nice-looking sign or banner, as you said. And here come your Mills Comets taking the field for the first time this season. And they are looking like a rowdy bunch. A lot of energy down there during warm-ups, D-Rob. And I got to tell you, I think they're ready to play and they're ready to win.
Listen, it was very hype.
Oh,
they
yeah.
had the music going. I almost started to warm up, man.
And here comes the Blytheville Chickasaws taking the field to their sideline. And it is high school football time in Central Arkansas. And boy, is it great to be back. So once again, the Mills Comets will receive the opening kickoff to start the game. And I cannot wait to see what the Comets offense has in store for us tonight.
You know, last year the Mills Comets offense, they averaged 35.9 points a game this year. I'm just very excited to see how many points they will have for the opening game tonight. Do you have any guesses?
No. Honestly, man, I'm just excited. It's football time. I don't get tired of saying that because it's football. It's my favorite sport in all the world. It is a beautiful game. It is a work of art. And the Blytheville Chickasaws are about to take the field. And here they come. That is number 9, Elijah Donnerson, ready to kick it away for Blytheville.
I see the Mills Comets. They have Akil Madison back there, back deep. And Chauncey Haynes.
So number 8 and number 9, I believe. And Chickasaws will kick it away from the 40-yard line. Donnerson really taking his time to get ready. I know the Comets, they stay ready. They woke up ready to play. And here we go. Friday Night Lights in Arkansas is underway for 2023, and the kickoff will go into the end zone as Madison will field it there. It'll be a touchback. And the Comets begin their drive at the 20-yard line. Glad to have you with us here from the U as Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson for some Mills Comets football. First play of the drive, first play of the game. Ringo back in shotgun. Achilles gets the ball, drops back. He's swarmed quickly as the pocket collapsed fast. So he is sacked in the backfield. And I believe that was, I think it was number 69, but there's not a 69 on our roster. But he got back there quickly, and now it's second down. So little jet sweep to the right side.
I tell you, that Blytheville defense, they are pretty swarming right now.
Absolutely, as that was Ferguson on the carry.
Tim Brown on the tackle from Blytheville, number 2, senior.
We've got 3rd and 16 on the opening drive of the game. Ringo now alone in the backfield. You have 5 wide. Ringo will take the snap, look, drops back. Flags on the field. He's almost wrapped up. He slips away. Ringo trying to throw it away now. He'll just throw it to the sideline. And we'll see what the flag is. Potentially a holding call, as it is a holding on the Comets. And Blytheville will decline the penalty.
We just got to get them time to settle in. First game of the season, all the hype, all the hot adrenaline pumping, we just got to get a little calm.
Absolutely. It's some first game jitters for sure. Now, Ringo in the backfield. Looks like he'll punt it away. And he does, as Walker is back to receive for Blytheville, as the Comets will catch the ball around the 50-yard line, and so the Blytheville offense will now take the field after their defense quickly stopping the Comets in the opening drive of the game. They'll begin their drive at, I believe, the 49 of the Comets. Here we go. Number 10, Jontavius Johnson, I believe, is a quarterback for Blytheville. Takes the snap and looks like almost their entire offensive line jumped early for a false start.
They go Charleston Collins in his size. He had both the quarterback and the running back wrapped up.
Absolutely.
Together.
He got back there really quick.
We talked about that first step in the pregame show, and we just sitting here first.
And now that'll be a 5-yard penalty, so they will restart their drive. 1st and 15 from the 46. First and 15, Johnson will hand the ball off, and quickly there's Charleston Collins back there to take down the ball carrier as he got through there quickly, and looks like he's going to start being a problem for both Blytheville and probably every offense that the Comets play against this season, as Collins showing why he's committed to the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah, it's good that he's opposing his will very early, making a statement in the game in the first quarter.
Now it is 2nd down for the Chickasaws. Got a man in motion. It was Wilson in motion. Johnson takes the snap, looks. Here comes the Comets. They're coming at him fast, and he'll just have to throw it away to the sideline.
He got rid of it.
That was the smart thing to do, as almost the entire defensive line for the Comets was charging at him full speed. Of course, led by Charlie Collins. Now it is 3rd down and long for Blytheville, so this might be a defensive fight for 4 quarters. At least that's what it's looking like for start the game. And one more chance for Blytheville here on their first drive of the game.
It's official timeout.
Looks like the officials will take a quick timeout. And the Comets defense will stay on the field as they conjugate the 50-yard line, just letting everybody know what's up, kind of going through the motions here. Now we got a couple officials talking to Coach Lee. I initially thought it was going to be a hydration break.
Yeah, this would have been a perfect time for it.
Absolutely. Now, here we go. Both teams coming back onto the field now as the officials are still chatting with Coach Lee. And all right, here we go. I think they're ready again. 3rd and long, about 3rd and 15. For Blytheville. Johnson takes the snap. Looks, he's going to have to run it himself. As the pocket collapsed fast. He's going to have to run out of bounds to the 50-yard line. As that was
Chauncey Hayes.
Hayes was coming at him fast.
He came all the way from the safety spot also.
And I tell you, this Comets defense, they've got a lot of speed, a lot of strength as well. And it looks like the defensive line is going to be a problem here for Blytheville. Now, Donnerson back to punt it away for Blytheville. And back deep for the Comets, Chauncey Haynes. On 4th and 11. Going to be a battle for sure. The Chickasaws offense will come back onto the field. I'll tell you something, D-Rob. The Mills marching band over to our right, they're jamming out. They sound really good tonight.
They really do. Them and the cheerleaders, they are keeping this crowd pumped right now.
Absolutely. Now Johnson takes the snap, he'll hand the ball away, drops the ball, and he dropped it again as that was number 6, Wilson. Darius Wilson dropped the ball twice, and lucky for him, he recovered it both times. As the Mills D-line once again coming at him fast. And that was a loss of about 10 on the play.
I tell you, this Mills Comet defense, they establishing their ground.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 20. Johnson will go under center. And they almost faked a handoff. Johnson's going to scramble to the right side. Flag on the play. I believe there was a holding. As Johnson will run out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
I think there was a miscommunication right there with Johnson and his receivers, because Johnson's actually looking to throw the ball and everybody else, his receivers, blocking.
Absolutely. So it was a holding on Blytheville. So now that'll set them back even farther. My goodness. It's 2nd down and 30. I don't know, D-Rob. I can't count, so I can't. 2nd down and 30. It's 2 miscues, putting the Chickasaws offense back, way back. Now Johnson will take the snap, drops back. He's going to have to throw it pretty quickly. And there was nobody but offensive linemen there that he threw it to. Incomplete pass. Be 3rd down and 30.
They try to set up for a screen right there, but they have a pretty good, decent-sized offensive line over there, and they run it back a little small. He hid behind them, so he probably couldn't see.
Now the Blytheville offense with a tough 3rd down and 30. Now, trips left. The shotgun, Johnson, low snap. And snap was so low, he fell to his knees as he got it, so it's a 5-yard loss.
4th down.
4th down and 35. Wow. You think they'll fake this punt too?
Listen, it's week 0. You never know.
That's true. That is true. As Elijah Donnerson goes back to punt it away. And going back deep for the Comets is Chauncey Haynes. Fourth down and 35. As Donnerson will punt it away this time. Haynes let it bounce. And Blytheville will get it about the 34-yard line. And now the Comets offense will take over after a long rest. So they have had plenty of time to plan out this drive.
Let's see if the Comets can actually establish some type of tempo here. First drive was kind of shaky. Guys was kind of high. Let's see, can they settle down and establish a rhythm here and get some positive yards here?
Absolutely. So we'll have Ringo again at quarterback in shotgun. Got 4 wide receivers. Ringo gets the snap, looks. He's got time this time. He's going to throw it deep. And he's got a man. Madison down the sideline, touchdown Comets!
Yes, sir.
What a way to start the season as the Comets draw first blood on their second offensive drive of the game.
Yes, sir. Madison was one of our key players to watch before the game. He's a transfer from Washington Chapel, and that's a way to establish your name here at the Mills Comets.
That was an absolutely amazing play. Ringo to Madison. I tell you, that was beautiful. That was amazing. Now it looks like the Comets will kick for the PAT as that is. Kick is low and no good as that was number 24. Who is not on our roster. And
It was a penalty on the play. I think it was offsides on Blytheville. He came a little early on the outside.
it looks like they'll try for the PAT once again. And looks like Ringo and Charleston are coming onto the field. The Comets will attempt a 2-point conversion.
It's like a big boy set right here. This is a monster set.
Absolutely. Ringo under center. Takes the ball up the middle. That's a 2-point conversion from number 3.
Caleb Sang.
As the Comets strike first here in the first quarter. 7:27 left to go in the first. And the Comets are up 8-0.
Listen, that was a great way to come back off that first drive. You just come back on your second drive. It was nice for Ringo to hit Madison on a 65-yard touchdown pass. That was a beautiful pass there.
Absolutely. You know, football is all about overcoming adversity. And when you get knocked down, you get back up and knock them harder. And that's exactly what the Comets offense did on that drive. A one-play drive after a long rest and a good fight from the Comets defense. I believe the kicker is Ricardo Gayton. He's listed as number 31, but he's wearing number 24 for the Comets. And the kick is away. And Blytheville will receive the kick. He's going to run to the right side. Look out. He's got some room. He might slip away. And there he goes. Touchdown Blytheville, as that was number 22, Ingram Battles, the senior.
That was a great answer from the Blytheville Chickasaws.
Absolutely, as they take the kick all the way back for a touchdown right after the Comets go up 8-0. Now we got a flag on the field at around the 5-yard line. They block in the back, I believe, on Blytheville. So the
erase the 6 off the board. It's coming back.
Absolutely. So now the Blytheville offense. I don't think I've ever seen a situation like this, D-Rob, where a kickoff return for a touchdown gets called back for block in the back. So I believe the offense will take over, and yes, they will, at the 16-yard line.
Listen, the game has changed tremendously. They try to keep these players safe. They're taking out the crap back blocks.
Johnson and Tim Brown in the backfield for Blytheville. Johnson takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and here comes the D-line again. He's have to throw it away to beside the end zone, as that was, I believe that was Caleb Sane coming in on the blitz.
That Mills coming defense line, they are keeping Johnson on his feet.
They're not playing around, too. They are hungry.
They are flushing him every chance they get.
Second down and 10 for the Chicks. And they come out of the huddle. Johnson looks like he'll go under center with Tim Brown in the backfield. He's got 4 wide receivers. Got a man in motion. He'll give to Brown up the middle, and gets a decent gain on the play for about 5 yards.
Yes, sir. Timothy Brown.
And
I did a little report, like a little pregame report. I was just trying to look at some key players. Let me tell you about Tim Brown. Mr. Tim Brown, he actually rushed for 1,500 yards last year. He had 18 touchdowns. Most of his games last year, 8 of his games, he had over 100 yards or more.
that is incredible. That is not easy to do, especially in high school football. So Johnson and Brown in the shotgun. A man in motion. That's Michael Terry in motion. Johnson will take the snap, drops back. Here comes the Comets as they are going to wrap him up in the backfield for a loss of 1. Is that? I think we could credit the entire defensive line for that one as they swarmed him on the play.
I guess we all have to give him a fourth of a sack.
Each one.
Each one.
Terry, you writing these down over there? You writing? Man, I love our crew that we have here tonight. We got some Punisher flavor. It's like every single one of us are part of the Arkansas Punishers organization. And now it is 4th down and 11. Johnson and Brown in shotgun. Low snap, and Johnson will have to fall on it.
A turnover on downs.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Comets will take over on offense once again.
Let's see, can we add to that offensive spark that we just had last drive? They score on one play. Let's see how many plays it will take this time.
Absolutely. And that kick return for a touchdown is probably going to come back to bite Blytheville if if they can't bounce back, because that could have been a big time way to get the game tied up and keep them in this game. And now Comets offense are back on the field as they lead 8-0. Ringo takes the snap, will throw to his right side. He gets his man out. Probably a loss of 2 on the play, as that was Dylan Parks.
I must say, I'm happy to see Mr. Dylan Parks back on the field tonight. Mr. Dylan Parks, he missed last season off of a torn ACL. He worked hard all offseason to get back to the game he loved. It's great to see him back on the field tonight.
And Parks lost his helmet on the play, so he'll come out back to the sideline for at least one play. And now it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Comets. In shotgun, trips right. On 2nd down and 11 for the Comets. Ringo takes the snap, looks, immediately throws it to his right side, and he's got a man. Is that his number 2, Ferguson, Canarian Ferguson, the senior. One of the many two-way players, one of the few two-way players, I beg your pardon, on the Mills roster.
This Mills offense, they're really going up-tempo right now.
Absolutely. Fast-paced tempo for sure. Ringo takes the snap again. He'll hand it off. And he's got room. There he goes down the right side. He'll be pushed out of bounds as that's number 28, Rodney Jackson. And he had a lot of room ahead of him, as that was number 14, Jamarian Johnson, who had to come from behind and shove him out of bounds, he saved a touchdown.
That was another one of my players in my key players to watch. I asked my old coach Cortez Lee any players he's featuring tonight, and Mr. Rodney Jackson was definitely one of the players he has mentioned.
Absolutely. Now Ringo and Jackson in the backfield in shotgun, trips left. 1st down and 10. After that great run from Ronnie, and now it'll be timeout Blytheville. As the Comets lead with 3 minutes 38 seconds in the first quarter, 8-0 over the Blytheville Chickasaws. Looks like this will just be a quick 30-second timeout, as Blytheville wanted to regroup after that great run by Rodney Jackson. He's one of the smaller guys on the Mills roster at 5'7", and honestly, that is an advantage for Rodney, because you see guys in the NFL like Deuce Vaughn for the Cowboys. He's been running all over defenses in the NFL preseason. Now that is the preseason, but still, size can play a big part. Having a smaller size running back, and a quicker one at that too, can help out an offense a lot. Now Ringo, and I believe that is Zion Smith back in shotgun with Ringo. Ringo takes the snap, looks to his left. Now he's got to scramble a bit as the pocket collapses. He's still on his feet, and they'll take him down as Ringo lost his helmet on the loss of yards. Now, Achilles Ringo will have to step to the sideline for a single play.
And it was actually a fumble on the play. He actually fumbled, so it would be Blytheville Chickasaws ball.
I didn't see him fumble the ball, so there was a lot of. I'm glad you caught that, D-Rob. And so now it'll be 1st and 10 for Blytheville. Johnson and Brown in the backfield in shotgun. Johnson takes the snap, hands off to Brown, and flag on the play, false start on the Chickasaws. So a tough break there for the Comets offense, showing a lot of momentum, and all of a sudden that momentum just seemed to disappear after that timeout.
Yeah, because Ringo is a playmaker, he just tried to make a play, and thing happened. We just got to hold on to the ball next time.
Mm-hmm. Now, 1st and 15 for Blytheville. Johnson takes the snap, hands off to Brown. Brown to the right side, and he's going to lose 2 yards. As that was Canarian Ferguson in the backfield, bringing him down. So it'll be 2nd down and long for the Chickasaws. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Let me tell you, this Mill defense has been real stingy tonight. Blytheville's longest play was that fake punt.
That is one thing to remember. Their offense has been struggling here in the first quarter. Johnson takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw. He's got a man, and he overthrew him as that was number 5, Derek King. Deep as he was covered pretty well by Chauncey Haynes. But Jontavius Johnson overthrew him, and it'll be 3rd and long for Blytheville. 2:33 left in the quarter. And now Blytheville offense looking to regroup on 3rd and long. Johnson and Brown in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Johnson wasn't ready for the snap. He'll throw to his right side as
Camarion Ferguson on a stop. He snipped that out from the jump, and he flew right to the ball. Nice tackle for loss.
He read that pass to Nadarius Wilson like a buck, as that was a loss of a yard on the play. Now it'll be 4th down and long for Blytheville. And now Chauncey Haynes will go back deep to turn the punt, as Elijah Donnerson comes back onto the field to punt the ball away for Blytheville. 1 minute 55 and counting here left in the first quarter. And 4th and long, the Chickasaws will punt it away. Is a
shank. He shanked it.
Almost a. And Anthony Brown will field it at the 48. And here come the Comets offense once again.
They start off with a great field position right here. Let's see, can we capitalize?
And there's a flag on the field, deep in the backfield. As I almost didn't see it because it was right on the 20-yard line.
I tell you, this Mills Comet band, they are jamming tonight.
Oh, yes. And hopefully hopefully Terry next door is letting them be heard right now on the broadcast. We have yet to see what the penalty is.
Running
into the kicker on the Comets.
So Blytheville's back on offense.
A 10-yard penalty, an automatic first down. So another tough break there as the Comets offense was ready to take the field. A different looking Blytheville offense, as it looks like they're going to punt it away again.
I don't think it's an automatic first. I think it's fourth down.
They marked it as first down over there, so it was only about a 10-yard penalty, but it's still going to be fourth down as punted away, rolls out of bounds as it goes right through the hands of Canary and Ferguson. And now the Comets offense will take the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Blytheville 49-yard line. 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. Ringo in shotgun with four wide receivers to his left and right. Man in motion. He'll keep the ball himself. Ringo down the left side as he is wrapped up after gaining only a yard. So he had a kind of a double fake handoff, and he took it himself.
A lot of misdirection. Mr. Cortez Lee always likes some little misdirection in his offense.
It's only a gain of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 for the Comets. 1:05 and counting in the first quarter. Ringo hands the ball away up the middle, and he gets some good yardage on the play. Did he get the first down? And I believe he did. So that was
Mr. Rodney Jackson again.
Rodney Jackson letting his name be heard early here in the first quarter. 30 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Ringo and Johnson in shotgun in the backfield. Ringo takes the snap, surveys, looks to his left, and he's got a man, as that was Madison down the left side for a first down.
I think Mr. Madison is becoming Mr. Ringo's favorite target on tonight.
Clock will remain running. 1st and 10 at the 26. And now a flag on the field.
It's going to be a false start on Mills Comets.
A little bit of a miscommunication there, as Ringo will rally his troops after that 5-yard penalty. Now 1st and 15 from the 31-yard line. Ringo and Jackson in shotgun. And a man in motion, he'll give it to him. Down the right side, he's got some room. Down to the 15, the 10, and that's where they'll catch him.
Dylan
Parks down the right side, and they'll have to bring him down. He kind of carried a couple of guys to the 6-yard line, and that'll do it for our first quarter of play. And we'll be right back on the Mill Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
We welcome you back to Mills as Ringo up the middle gets wrapped up quickly on 1st and goal. Now the Comets in a tight position here as the Blytheville defense bringing everything they got here with the ball at the 6-yard line. Ringo under center. Takes a snap, handoff man to his left side. And will get caught in the backfield as that was number 10, Charleston Collins. And we've got a Comet down on the field. This will be an official timeout.
While we got an official timeout, we're going to do some score updates. You got Pine Bluff High. They are currently playing in Mississippi right now. They are down 17-16 at halftime. You got Bienville up on Broken Arrow 27-0. You got Cabot and Fayetteville. Fayetteville is up on Cabot 26-0.
So a lot of week 0 games going on right now after the 1-hour delay. And honestly, I can't say that I'm too upset about this 1-hour delay because kicking off at 8 p.m. honestly quite nice. I like it. Now the Comets offense will come back onto the field after a loss of 1. 3rd down and goal at the 7-yard line. As Comets bring all their big men in the backfield, and it'll be a timeout Mills on 3rd down.
It looks like a little miscommunication on the field. They ain't were lined up right.
And Charleston Collins back there in the backfield as a halfback, as he is probably one of your best options to give it to if you want a big man and to plow through the D line for a touchdown.
Listen, that formation they in, we called it. It's an old school for. It's called the wishbone.
Wishbone.
Yes, it's just a big.
That is old school.
Yeah, you get probably the biggest guys on your team and some blocking backs, and you just plow over everybody.
So now the Comets drop a quick play as Coach Cortez Lee getting his guys ready for this upcoming 3rd down and goal. Ringo will be under center as we'll have Zion Smith and Charleston Collins in the backfield, and Blytheville is going to jump off sides. Also in the backfield was Rodney Jackson. And the wishbone for the Comets. It'll be I believe half the distance to the goal on the offsides. On 3rd and goal. Ringo under center gives to Jackson to the right side. He's in there. Touchdown Comets.
Hey, yes, sir. Like I said, that wishbone, you just find you 2 good big blocking backs and you just plow. Good job by Mr. Jackson following his box and getting in the end zone.
Rodney Jackson with the 2-yard touchdown on 3rd and goal extends the Comets' lead with 11 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Comets try another PAT from Ricardo Gayton. And the kick is low, but it is through for the extra point. Comets now lead 15-0 here with 11 minutes, 21 seconds to go.
I'm going to tell you a crazy stat. The Mills Comets last year attempted 1 field goal last year. Tonight, we already attempted 2 field goals this year.
Now it looks like as the Comets kind of became known for going for 2 every single play, except for that one play, the winning play against Robinson, I believe, after that hard-fought game. So I believe, was it QJ King or was it Jabray Shaw? I believe it was Jabray Shaw who kicked that last-second field goal to win the game last year against Robinson.
It was against Pine Bluff High.
Pine Bluff High.
Yes, sir.
And I know we're looking forward to going to Pine Bluff High in a few weeks in conference play, the 5A Central Conference.
Yeah, this is gonna be it's another year of this 5A Central being a pretty tough conference.
A lot of talented teams, including the Robinson Senators. The kick will go out of bounds.
I would just like to take the time to thank everybody that's tuning in to the Mills Network, everybody that's watching from home. Thank you. I appreciate you. We appreciate you.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to the Mills Sports Network YouTube channel. And also our Ma Mel Robinson and Sylvan Hills Sports Networks, all brought to you by Natural State Sports. We appreciate everyone joining us here tonight on the Mills Sports Network. And now the Blytheville offense will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40, the 35-yard line. Johnson, the backfield, throws to his left side. That was number 1, Tyron Walker. It's a gain of about 6 on the play. And it looks like it'll be a gain of 9. Second down and 2. As the Blytheville offense strikes quickly here to start their offensive drive. Comets lead 15-0. Chickasaws looking to get on the board before halftime. Johnson drops back. He's got to scramble to his right. He's going to have to take it himself, and he'll go out of bounds, and he is hit after stepping out of bounds, and flags come flying as his helmet was knocked off his head. It'll be a late hit against the Comets. Personal foul against the Comets.
Mr. Dylan Parks came in like a bullet. You got to slow down.
Mm-hmm. So he came flying in there. And that'll give the Chickasaws a fresh set of downs. Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. First down and 10 from the 39. There's a new quarterback in for the Chickasaws as hands off to Tyron Walker. That's Tim Brown at quarterback.
Mr. Zion Smith on the stop.
Good stop there by Zion Smith. Big number 21, a junior for the Comets. Second down and 10 for the Chickasaws. So he'll fake the handoff, try to run to his left side as that's Tim Brown with the direct snap, and he's still got some room to run as he's knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That was a good run there by Tim Brown. Big gain on the play, and it'll be a new fresh set of downs, 1st and 10.
That was a terrific run by Mr. Brown. Mills comes, we got to keep that outside contained.
Now the Chickasaws looking to get themselves on the board here with 9 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Jontavius Johnson back into the game at quarterback for Blytheville. He's got trips right. He'll take the snap. Johnson looks. He's got time. He'll throw down to the end zone. Oh. And he dropped it as that was Derek King.
Oh, my God.
As he was wide open back in the end zone. And he dropped the ball for an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10.
Mr. Johnson dropped it right there in the bread basket.
It slipped right out of his hands. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Blytheville.
That might be another one of the plays that might come back and bite Blytheville right there.
Absolutely. So 2nd down and 10 from the 22-yard line. As Johnson, Tim Brown in the backfield. Johnson takes the snap, high snap. Here come the Comets. He's going to have to run down the left side. He is knocked out of bounds again. And looks like we've got some jawing going on after the play as Johnson wasn't quite happy with that hit out of bounds. He was still in bounds as he got hit. And they'll mark him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 3rd down for Blytheville. Now Johnson and Ingram battles in the backfield for Blytheville in the shotgun. Johnson takes the snap, high snap. He'll give to Battles. Tries to run to the right side. Tries to slip away, and he'll get wrapped up by big number 0 for the Comets.
Mr. Ryan White.
Ryan White swallowed him up on the play after he still gained some decent yards, but it'll be 4th and 1 for Blytheville.
Do we go for it here?
Looks like they might. Is Jontavius Johnson still on the field, and Tim Brown coming back into the game after sitting out for a play. So it looks like they are going to go for it on 4th down and 2. At the Mills 15-yard line. 8:35 to go in the 2nd quarter. Johnson loses the football, and he is knocked down. Oh, my goodness. What a hit from Caleb Sane as the snap went right through Jontavius Johnson's hands, bounced right off his hands, and he is knocked down to the backfield. Turnover on downs. What a play by the Mills Comets defense.
You know what they just remind me of? You all remember Jadavian Connor versus Michigan in the bowl game, the Outback Bowl game, when he hit that guy, knocked his helmet back. Mr. Caleb Sane has a version of himself.
That was almost the exact same play as well, almost word for word, beat for beat. And now the Comets offense back onto the field as Ringo in shotgun. Trips right. 4th receiver to his left. He'll fake the handoff, quickly throw it to his right side. Quickly got that ball away to Jalen Ento, the senior, for a quick, about a 6-yard gain there for the Comets. 2nd down and 4 with 8 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Man in motion. That was Madison. Madison back in motion again. They'll give to Madison. Down to the left side. Slips away. Gets the 1st down. And they'll wrap him up at about the 35-yard line. As that was Courtney Rogers on the stop.
And Mr. Madison is making a name for himself tonight. Them kid is very slippery.
And he's got a lot of agility, too. He was slipped away pretty quickly there. Probably ran past about 5 guys before they eventually brought him down. It's 1st and 10 here for the Comets. Ringo hands the ball away up the middle. That was Ronnie Jackson again on the carry. Gain of about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for the Comets. Few Comet players here on offense making names for themselves early in the season. Ringo gets the snap, drops back, looking to his left. He'll fire it down to his left side. He's got him, man. The big 1st down there is passed to Dylan Parks for a 1st down for the Comets.
Mr. Achilles Ringo on this touch, what do we call it? Pitch and catch to Mr. Dylan Parks.
That was a good play there by Dylan as he got away quickly, and he had a few yards to go, and he tried to break a couple ankles on the play as well. Now big 1st down and 10 for the Comets. Ringo gets the snap, will quickly throw it to his right, but flag on the play. He tried to get it quickly to Ferguson. It'll be false start against the Comets.
I'm loving this up-tempo by Mills offense right now.
So am I. You may be hearing a familiar voice. PA announcer for the Comets is Mr. Reggie Swinton, former Dallas Cowboy, longtime PA announcer for the Comets. Now Ringo takes the snap, will hand it off to Jackson. Jackson quickly caught after a yard. It'll be 2nd down and about 13 for the Comets. So try to get a run up the middle, but the Blytheville defense was ready for that one. Now 2nd down and long for the Comets.
We got trips left.
4 wide receivers. Ringo and Jackson shotgun. Ringo fires down to his left side. As that was
Mr. Madison once again.
Madison, quick pass to him to the left side. It'll be 3rd down and 5 here for the Comets. Comets leading the game 15-0 here with about 5:35 left to go in the 1st half. Ringo hands off to Jackson. Jackson up the middle, and did he get the 1st down? He might have been just short. As they will mark him a yard, make it 2 yards shy of the 1st down. And let's see what Coach Lee is cooking up here for a 4th and short. Need 2 yards to get the 1st down. Got to get past the 30-yard line.
4th down here, they know wishbone set.
Ringo under center. Go the QB sneak, and did he get the 1st down? He may have been just shy. That'll be a turnover on downs. Now Blytheville will take over at the 31-yard line. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go here before halftime. Now let's see if the Comets defense can get some more big stops here before halftime. As John Tavius Johnson and Ingram battles in the shotgun for Blytheville. Johnson takes the snap, bobbles it a bit, drops back. He's got some time. He's going to throw to his right side, but there was nobody open. Incomplete.
He's having a tough time holding on to the ball tonight. Almost every snap he has caught, he has bobbled it.
Every snap almost seems to be either too high or too low. And he has been struggling to bounce back from those bad snaps. It's the Comets defensive line showing a lot of pressure there. As they've been showing all first half that they can get back there to him quickly. Now Johnson and Battles in the shotgun once again. 4 wide receivers. Johnson takes the snap, looking to his left. He's going to scramble as well. Going to throw it away, fires deep, and he's got a man, and he's got it. That is Derek King. I believe that's the first completed pass from Blytheville this game. And it's a big gain on the play as well.
That was a great play by Johnson. He was getting flushed, but he also kept his eyes downfield to his open receiver. That was a great play by Blytheville right there.
Also a good catch there by Derek King. As there was some guys surrounding him too. Kept his cool under pressure, making the catch. So now ball at the Comets' 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Johnson and Battles in shotgun. Johnson takes the snap. Will have to run to his left. The pressure on him again from the Comets D lines. He throws deep and it is intercepted. Intercepted by the Comets down to near the 8-yard line. There's a big defensive stop there by the Mills Comets defense. As that was Jeremy Edwards, the junior cornerback, with the interception.
It was right on time.
Another big stop here for the Comets defense. And Comets will take over at the 6-yard line.
I must say that was great also from the D-line to the defensive backs. They flushed Johnson out, man. He made an uncomfortable throw, and that was a nice pick right there.
Trips left. Ringo in shotgun. Take the snap quickly. Hand it off to Jackson again as he gets a couple yards on the play. I bet that's going to be a name that we will see all season long is Rodney Jackson, the main running back for the Mills Comets. Three minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Ringo will keep the ball, running it to his left side. He's got some room. He's still fighting for some yardage. He is thrown out of bounds at the 21-yard line, but he gets the first down. That was a tough run there by Achilles Ringo. Will get the first down at about the 22-yard line. 3:06 on the clock here in the second quarter.
Let's see the Mill computer drive together right before halftime.
Ringo and Jackson in shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers. Got a man in motion. That's Parks in motion. They'll give it to Parks. Dylan Parks up the middle for about 4 yards. Brings up second down for the Comets as the Comets offense slowing down their tempo here near halftime.
We might see a shot here.
Comets still got plenty of time to get another score under their belt here before halftime. Ringo looks back, throws. He's got a man again, as that's Madison again with a big gain on the play for the Comets.
Listen, that was just my quarterback intuition right there. I say he may take his shot right there. And Madison and Ringo connection it's like melody. It's smooth.
But we got a flag on the play holding against the Comets. As that is a tough penalty after a big gain there by Kel Madison. So it'll remain second down for the Comets after that holding penalty. A big setback there A big miscue as well for the Comets. So now 2nd down and 14. Ringo and Jackson in shotgun. Looks like they'll call an audible. Ringo gets the snap, hands off to Jackson. Jackson to the left side, cuts away, and oh man, what a big hit there as he was met by Courtney Rogers. Stopping Rodney Jackson there on the play, but he still got a decent set of yards there. And it'll be 3rd down and 3rd down and 8 for the Comets. One minute 50 and counting here in the second quarter. Trips right. Ringo and Jackson once again in the shotgun. Ringo takes the snap. He's got a little bit of time. He throws to his left side. It's incomplete. That went right through the hands of Canary and Ferguson. That'll bring up 4th down for the Comets. That'll stop the clock at 1 minute 35 seconds here in the second quarter. And the Comets looking to punt it away here. I believe that is Ringo ready to punt it away for the Comets as Tyron Walker's back deep for Blytheville as the Comets will take a timeout. And with 1 minute, 35 seconds to go, I want to remind you that during halftime, we will have our Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home halftime show. Be sure to check them out. There's 3 locations in Little Rock. Call them at 501-214-0635 or visit them online at www.akelscarpet1.com. And that'll be our Akel's Carpet One halftime show as the Mills Marching Band will be our halftime entertainment tonight as they are down on the sideline getting ready for halftime. I'd like to remind you once again to make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell for the Mills Sports Network YouTube channel as well as all of our Natural State Sports Networks for Ma Mill, Robinson, and Sylvan Hills. And, of course, right here, the Mills Sports Network. Ringo will punt it away as Tyron Walker will just let it bounce. And it'll take a little bit of a roll here as Ferguson will field it at the 36-yard line. And now Blytheville will take over with one last chance before halftime to get on the board.
Let's see, can the Mills Comets defense in this second quarter on a strong note to take the momentum into the second half.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 from their own 36-yard line. As Jontavius Johnson and Tim Brown will be in the shotgun. There's 4 wide receivers to his left and right. Johnson takes the snap. He's going to run it himself up the middle, then quickly throws it, gets it to Derek King, and King gets away. Has to be wrapped up and taken down. I believe that was number 13 for the Comets, Jeremy Edwards, leading the charge there, bringing him down, and now Derek King is limping to the sideline.
That was great field awareness by Mr. Johnson there. See, he wasn't past the line of scrimmage to notice his receiver downfield.
Elijah Rogers will come in for King. The receiver to the near sideline here. Johnson takes the snap, looks. Pocket collapses quickly, and he's thrown away. Intercepted once again. And looks like he's going to take it all the way. Goodbye. Touchdown, Comets.
Mr. Jeremy Edwards again, his second interception of the night. Only this time he take it to the house.
Jeremy Edwards with the pick 6, and he is knocked to the turf on the celebration. I think that might have knocked the wind out of him as well. So a pick 6 here with less than a minute to go here in the first half. And the Comets extend their lead.
This game is about momentum. That was another great momentum so the Comets could take it into halftime.
What a play there by Jeremy Edwards. Now, Comets. Comets to kick the extra point. As kick is up, almost blocked, but is no good, wide left. But Comets keep their lead, extend their lead 21-0 here in the second quarter. What a play there, an explosive play there by Jeremy Edwards.
That kid is a ball hawk.
And that looks like the Chickasaws will have to regroup here at halftime after not scoring here in the first half. If they can't do something here with about 50 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm not going to count them out. They returned a kickoff for a touchdown. We might get another one here. We just have to see the Mills Comets kickoff team.
Yeah, Johnson's had a couple of good passes to Derek King, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to throw it deep, get into the end zone. Now the Comets set to kick off as Blytheville has Tyron Walker back deep, as well as Tim Brown and Ingram Battles. So 3 men back there to return this kick. And a little bit of a delay here to the kickoff, as the kicker had to reposition the ball here. And here we go. Kick is away. It's a little bit of a pooch kick, and it'll go out of bounds. And, of course, that'll be a penalty on the Comets. Illegal procedure. Now Blytheville has 51 seconds to drive down the field and get on the board here before halftime, as they are behind the Comets 21-0. And of course, don't forget to stick around for our Ackles Carpet One halftime show featuring the Mills High School Band. So 1st and 10 here from the 35-yard line.
If I was Mr. Johnson, I'd watch out for Mr. Edwards this time. He's got you twice. We got a timeout.
Another timeout for the Comets. And once again, that'll give us some time to talk about our friends at Ackles Carpet One. They have 3 convenient locations here in Little Rock. Give them a call at 501-214-0635 or check them out online, www.acklescarpetone.com. And they are our halftime sponsor this year for Natural State Sports. Once again, we remind you to check out all of our Natural Sports networks for Mills, Maumelle, Robinson, and Sylvan Hills, all brought to you by Natural State Sports.
While we at this timeout, I also like to give a shout out to our head man Steve for choosing us for this job, for choosing us for the Mills Sports Network.
Steve Henson and Will Watkins have a great organization here for Natural State Sports that they've been building for the past few years, and let me tell you, I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Yes, sir. They've building a family and also building a brand.
Absolutely. It has been a family, that is for sure. Now, Look out, the Mills defensive line swarming, and he's sacked in the backfield. Jatavius Johnson.
Caleb Sang.
He knocked Johnson's helmet off again. So Johnson is going to have to come off a play after losing his helmet.
$20 seconds left.
Clock is still running. As the officials, the Chickasaws will call a timeout with 15 seconds to go. Once again, we remind you to subscribe right here to the Mills Sports Network on YouTube. Let's get us up to, let's say, 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. And, of course, check us out for the Maumelle Sports Network, the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, and the Robinson Sports Network, all brought to you by Natural State Sports. And in just a moment here, after these 15 seconds of play, we will have the Eagles Carpet 1 and Floor and Home halftime show starring the Mills Comets marching band. And check out Eagles Carpet 1. Give them a call, 501-214-0635, and visit them online, www.aclescarpet1.com. Looks like the entire sideline for Blytheville in the huddle here with 15 seconds to go, second down and 10 at the 35-yard line. So Johnson back in at quarterback after that timeout. In shotgun with Ingram Battles. He's got 4 wide receivers. Mills Comets in the prevent defense. Johnson slips away, throws it deep downfield. He's got a man. Tyron Walker with a touchdown for Blytheville gets the Chickasaws on the board here with 8 seconds before halftime. What a play there by Blytheville.
Yes, sir. Mr. Johnson on a skyrocket bomb. That was a great play by Mr. Johnson. Again, Blytheville on the board before halftime. Great momentum.
It's a great play there on offense for Blytheville as they get themselves on the board right before halftime. Looks like they're about to get set to kick the extra point. It looks like they're going to go for 2. They're going to quickly draw up a play in the huddle. They're going to go for 2 here. Tim Brown, Tyron Walker, and Ingram Battles in the backfield. As a miscommunication there between Brown and Battles. There's a loss on the play and the conversion.
Mr. Gabriel Stewart on a stop.
Good stop there by the Comets defense. The Comets still lead the game 21-6 here with 8 seconds to go before halftime. So a quick score there by Blytheville to get themselves on the board right before halftime. So now, don't forget the halftime show brought to you by Eagles Carpet 1. Call 501-214-0635 and visit them online at www.aclescarpet1.com. They have 3 locations in Little Rock. That's Eagles Carpet 1 Floor and Home here in Little Rock. And they are our sponsor this year for our halftime show, and our halftime entertainment tonight will be the Mills Marching Band. Blytheville, both teams are set for the kickoff, but they don't have a
ball.
They don't have a ball to kick off. As Elijah Donnerson took them a while to give it to him, and now he's got a ball ready to kick it away. As back deep for the Comets is Chauncey Haynes and Akel Madison. Now, Donnerson set to kick it away for Blytheville with 8 seconds to go here before halftime. Donnerson will kick it away here. It's a nice low kick as Madison will return this one. He cuts inside. He is met there by a few Chickasaws there on the return. Stopped at the 31-yard line. And a reminder that the Chickasaws will receive the kickoff after halftime. Now the Comets with 1 second on the clock. A chance for one final play before halftime. Rodney Jackson in the backfield with Achilles Ringo under center. 4 wide receivers.
Just nailed it.
And Achilles Ringo will kneel to end the first half as your Comets lead 21-6. Stay tuned right here for our Akel's Carpet One halftime show right here on the Mill Sports Network.